guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for the support. So tonight I will be speaking about bipolar disorder. Now remember, I said that for the rest of the days in May I am going to touch a disorder every night. Maybe I will go back to another one and go a little bit deeper, but I'm going to, because what I realize is that a lot of persons on social media, they don't know about mental health disorders. Now this one is dedicated to Charmaine and Vanessa, and these two ladies are suffering from bipolar. And here in Jamaica, I will say that our society is very mean to them, and even to every single soul who suffered from one of these conditions. And the reason why I say that, because these two ladies, very bright, very talented. One, they can paint like crazy. The next is a trained teacher, but because of her condition, she's not working. And at times you wonder why people don't try to engage them and so forth. And what you realize is that once they tell you that, okay, I am suffering from this, and they will have their episode and you witness it, you have some people that instantly write them off and refer to them as the MAD. That is how they refer to them. I remember some time ago I was listening to this young man and he was speaking, and he was speaking about one of the ladies, and he was like, oh, that mad girl there. I was like, huh? Because that is what happened here in Jamaica. The least little thing, that's the word that they use. Even if someone is just depressed, just going through anxiety, that is the word that they use. So bipolar is a lifelong disorder. It is not one that can be treated and you know that everything gone back to normal. This stick with you until the day God call you home. The funny thing about it is that with this one, you have extreme mood swings. You have the emotional high, they refer to them as the maniac, and the low. During that stage, depression kick in. Now, I remember some time ago, Vanessa, she was going through one of her emotional high, and this young lady did not. People, when me say she not shut her eyes, she not sleep for 4 entire days. It was just, she was up. And what I get to understand is that no matter what they do, she couldn't sleep. I get to understand that they gave her DPH, Josie, nothing could work with her because of the emotional high that she was going through. I get to understand that she cleaned the entire house, she painted, she did a lot of stuff during those 4 days. And after those 4 days, guess what happened? The emotional load, the depression kicks in. And during that stage, they will describe it as being like a white fog, or a black fog covering their brain, meaning they feel like they're in a little dark hole. They can't think clearly. They can't make any decision for themselves. And they will just sit, and when you look at them, they just withdraw from everything that is happening. And at times, you have to wonder, but 2 days ago, you were happy. You wanted to conquer the world, because when they're going through their emotional high, they act like they're superheroes. And I'm not joking. They believe that, hey, everything they can do. And I believe that is one of the reasons why these persons are always talented with music, designing, and so forth, because of the situation, because their mind is like, it's just racing, it can't settle down. They're talkative. When sometimes they just talk and you wonder, okay. And the funny thing about it, when they start to talk, they will start on a particular topic, and within less than a minute, they come off that topic, they go on somewhere else, and that's just how they operate. They're full of energy during this period, and you have to wonder, slow down, slow down. And I believe that's the reason why when the emotional load, the depression kick in after, that's the reason why it seemed like their entire world is tumbling down. Because when you're going through that, imagine you don't rest, you're up working, your brain is just working. And then when the brain get tired, it's like it literally shut down. You cannot function. That's what I get to understand just by speaking to them. So we have to understand that, hey, guess what? It's not one disorder that is out there. And the funny thing about bipolar is that you have a different stage. I think they said you have a 1, 2, I don't even remember, but you can do the research on it. And each time it get a little bit worse. Because these two ladies that I'm telling you about, one is not so bad, but one, she is out. When I said out, I mean out. Sometimes she just lock up in the house. She don't go anywhere. One is actually working. The other, she can't work none at all. And even when she try to work, nothing. She can't. And these two ladies are educated. They have their degrees and their associate degree and so forth. But guess what? Because of their disorder, nobody really and truly don't want to employ them. One, as much as how she's working, she's not working in the field that she went to university and study. She's doing something less because of her condition. So we have to understand that at times when we see people and they're going through their situation, don't call them names, especially the MAD. Don't write them off. Try to understand what they're going through. And you would be surprised to know that these same persons, who people look at and refer to as MAD, they are talented. When you listen to them speak, you realize that they're intelligent, they're bright. But because of their mental health disorder, the world look at them differently. And bipolar, I remember there is a popular celebrity who suffer from this condition, and at times you will see news story in the media about him and all sort of something, and then at another time it's like you don't hear anything, so you know exactly what he's going through. And sometimes people will look and people will say, oh, I'm a MAD man and so forth. Even persons in the same industry that he's in, they literally write him off. They don't want anything to do with him because of his condition. But we have to just try to understand them, understand what they're going through. Just know that, hey, guess what? You see, sometimes, if you don't have anything good to say to them, leave it. Because what will happen is if you say anything negative to them, it will literally tear them apart. Charmaine, she literally avoid certain situation. She don't avoid people who are negative. She avoid people who are negative, because what she said is that when they come around her with the negativity, and whenever she start to go in through the emotional low, she will sit and she will reflect on everything that they say, and she realized that it bring her down even more. So because of that, it's like she just separate herself from everything that is happening in the society, because guess what? She want to maintain her sanity. And when you feed your mind on negativity, when you're going through these things, you're going to realize that, hey, before you get better, you're just getting worse because of what is happening. So my word again to everyone, just try to understand what they're going through. Understand that, hey, their brain can't function like ours at times. Sometimes their brain function even better than ours, because when you listen to them, you have to wonder how they come up with that idea, how they design that, and so forth. So at times, their brain operate better than us. But guess what? After that period, they are going to go through that little depression stage. Then they're going to think about unaliving themselves. They're going to think about how they're worthless, how they're this, and so forth. So just try to understand them. So people, thank you so much. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.